Okay, so originally this video was going to be about a guide for season 7, but I decided to scratch that because literally all of the script I made, it's full of basically how to counter reverse singularity team. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about on how to counter them instead. If you don't know what is reverse singularity is, it's basically trick room from Pokemon. Now, usually in Pokemon, trick room is a strong strategy, but it has its flaws, being that it only has like 3 or 4 turns to be active. Now, usually in Pokemon, you can just stall out the trick room time by protecting both of your Pokemon, which wastes a turn so you won't take damage from your opponent. But in Doodle World, most of our Doodles don't have Protect, which kinda sucks because that means we have to deal with the reverse singularity attackers by just tanking the hits, and it's not really a viable option sometimes because most of the reverse singularity abusers deals lots of damage to the point where tanks can't even take a 2-hit KO anymore. So I'm gonna start on ranting on why reverse singularity is so strong. So firstly, you can use Squonk. Now Squonk has a hidden trait Ugly, which is basically a built-in taunt, and if you know, reverse singularity is a support move, and taunt basically disables all of support moves from your opponent. Not only that, Squonk also have center of attention, which is great for redirecting attacks from your main attacker. And with that, let's deal with the main attacker or abusers for reverse singularity. Now, most of the time, reverse singularity team will use Mass Comedy and Tia Terror. And most of the time, Mass Comedy will become awakened, and you want to focus mostly on Tia Terror first and then Mass Comedy, because in the long run, Tia Terror will be a pain in your back because it has center of attention, combo support, which can help the opposing Mass Comedy a lot, or the opposing other reverse singularity abusers on the opposing team. So yeah, you want to target Tia Terror first almost most of the time because it's going to be a real threat in the long run. Now, for the defense score, there's really not much that you can deal with reverse singularity because most reverse singularity users are very strong and has very good coverage. Like Renewed has Entomophobia, which can deal big damage to any plant or dark types. Okay, so there's not really much that you can do with reverse singularity in terms of tanking the hits from. Like, I've been trying to find some good defense score against like majority of the reverse singularity abusers, but I found none because the coverage of them is just very insane. So the very least you can do is actually try to prevent them from using reverse singularity, like what I said, using Squonk. You can also use the new Doodle Fancy Coon, which has the trait Basic Care, which is basically Friend Guard from Pokemon, to reduce incoming damage from the opposing Doodle, which is actually very good because Friend Guard is actually a very great ability in doubles. Now, yeah, there's not much you can do against reverse singularity right now because one, we don't really have Protect on every Doodle, which is bad, and second, the reverse singularity abusers are just too strong for any walls. Like, you can take off like any defensive course, and trust me that reverse singularity users are just gonna counter it with their combination. So the main way you can counter them is by preventing them using Taunt, Squonk, and Flashbangs, because some reverse singularity abusers are spirit types, which is, you know, Mass Comedy, which is the main star of the season. And yeah, there's not really much you can do right now. Like, Wish actually start this season by not making any balance changes, which is kind of absurd. And like, he can at least give a move manual for Protect and make that some Doodle can't learn Protect like Nautilus because it will just abuse Protect and accuracy lowering moves. So yeah, I think that's all for today's video. Like, I think this video just turns into a rant about previous Singularity in this team, in this season. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.